Okay, here we are in Magnus Arena for the championship game of the DU Pioneer MLK Classic. Happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody. In goal is Dory Parrish. At the center is Dylan Weinreich. At left is Garvey. At right is Ryder Board, and Chopko and Roman are back on D. This is a really good, whoa, and that puck sort of slides onto the stick of Parrish. And here comes Weinreich. He gets bumped down. Sends it up and out. This was a good matchup between the two of these teams in game one, but this is game 5. Each team has won all their games, the only exception being the shootout loss to Monument that Vail had. Here comes Weinreich down the left-hand side, got on his backhand. He's got Ryder in front, and he sends it around. Chopko is going to pick it up, and we are going to get a slash on Monument. It's because of the way that he defended that breakaway, I think. Monument probably made more saves last time we played him than we did, as Bastien takes left wing, Boyd at right wing, and that's Bankert at center, ready to take the face-off. You got Roman and Chopko still on D. Refs are waiting for the clock to be correct. 13-18 left in the first. 1 minute 30 power play. Here's Chopko keeping it into Bankert. Now Boyd. Boyd skating with it. Dishes it up to Bastien, who gets a backhand. Bankert backhand. And Boyd. Oh! Somehow that puck didn't go in. I thought I saw Boyd bury it. I thought Bankert scored. I thought Bastien scored. I thought all three did, but the puck kept kind of magically coming back out. And that try was as close as it can get. So we're going to reset here. Again, Bankert taking that face-off. See if he can win it back to Boyd. And that's how you're going to have to score on this goaltender. I was just talking about how well he played last game. Here's Bankert with a good shot and glove down. That might have been going a little bit wide of the post, but Vail's going to have to hit its corners today. And one thing I noticed about this goaltender when we played him last time, excellent rebound control. So you saw some rebound attempts there. The goaltender's working on some padding. He's got an equipment issue. And I've got a friend coming into the building. What's up, dude? It just started. Here's your day and Tyler. Guys. So I'm announcing. I'm going to do my job over here. I just had a friend come over to watch the game. Super fun. Chopko up to Boyd. Boyd gets it into the zone. Boyd now picking it up. He's got it on his stick. Going deep into the zone, and it's clapped. Blocked by Chopko. Nice play there. Boyd now circling in the corner, trying to maintain possession. Gets it up to Bankert, who buries it. That's where you got to score on this talented goaltender, in the corners. So with 12:29 in the first, Vail's first on the board on a goal from Bankert, who buried that low into the left side. Boyd was in the corner working hard to get possession of that puck. Drifted it out there to Bankert. A nice slow pace so that Bankert could take his time, tee it up, and bury it home. Here goes Sucic sending it deep. Got Weinreich, Garvey, and Cruz January out there. You got Loden and Sucic. Loden, Coles, and Sucic on D. Regrouping in the neutral zone. Remember, this ice really slick and slippery as one Monument player goes down. Early in the game, we've seen a lot of players go down. This ice is pristine as Weinreich gets a shot on. Garvey on the rebound. Backhanders in! Not what we expected. After a really intense matchup, 3-3 tie, going into a shootout. Monument coming away with the win. Vail now up 2-0 with 11:56 left in the first off a backhander from Garvey. That was a nice play. Weinreich put it on net. Garvey got a hold of it, spun around, low angle backhand, kind of a no look. Really nice play there by both Weinreich, Garvey. Sucic was part of that play, bringing it up the ice. So Good hockey so far by the Mountaineers wearing blue today. Here's Monument with their first try. Shot centering, actually, is defended nicely by Coles. Fanned on the shot, and Weinreich with speed down the middle. He's got a breakaway. He's got, and the toe drag doesn't work there. He was looking for Cruz, January, and Gorbold gets up to the blue line just in time. January trying to keep it in. Puck is up and sent down. Sucic now trying to get a hold of it. Monument keeping it in the zone. They haven't brought much in the way of offensive pressure quite yet. And another turnover. This is Denton now with it. He sends it, tries to send it deep. Bastien, and then Bankert on the back check. Here comes the 3-on-2. Bankert doing a great job back checking. I remember this young player, number 15 on Monument. Comes up from the D with a lot of speed sometimes, a little bit like Roman does for us. Bankert also has his own speed as he tries to break through the middle. Gets chopped down. I don't see a hand in the air. That is going to be called clean. Here's Bankert now with it in the corner. Back to the point. Gorbold has it. Over to Roman. Roman shot, bouncing, rolling puck. Bow! And that's Denton fanned on it. Gorbold bangs it up. Puck is loose in the slot. At the feet. Denton comes away with it. Shot's blocked. Bates stepping in to pinch. He gets a shot off. Gloved down by the defender in a dangerous play. That can deflect off the defender's hand and go in. And he's shaking his hand. That's a stinging shot from Gorbold there. Good power. And a dangerous play by Monument. That was well handled by the goaltender. And with 10 minutes to play, we're going to see Weinreich take the faceoff. You've got Nolan Rizet up on offense now. Coming off of IR, as we know, yesterday for the first time. There he is working the puck down low on the left-hand side. He's got Weinreich and Garvey with him out there. Weinreich turning, spinning to Garvey. Garvey working hard for that puck in the corner. Sends it deep. Weinreich shielding. Nice pass back to the point. He's wide open. Chopko gets it over to Garvey. Tried to redirect it in. Loading Coles with that big, heavy stick. Takes it deep into the zone. And here come the Monument Rebels. Another one of their players that can rush it up there, number 24. But he's poke checked by Garvey. Oh, nice little move there as he had the reverse odd man rush against the Rebels. And now here they come. Nice headman pass there. Deep into the zone. Centering pass blocked by Coles. There's Nolan Rizet. Behind the net, gets taken down. I was a little worried about him as he's coming back from that wrist injury in a sling still. I heard that he might have limited ice time. We won't put him in the regular rotation, but he's out there now. Good pass by Coles to Weinreich. Can they finish the breakout? Nice play by Weinreich back to Coles, who just wants to get the icing for the change. Nothing wrong with that play. 8:26 left in the first. So if you're wondering, sometimes you may see a gap between when your grandson or granddaughter or son or daughter is out on the ice. We're running a little bit of a funny rotation as we reintegrate Nolan Rizet back into the lineup. Right now, it's Denton, Boyd, a nice pass there from Denton to Boyd, and then Boyd back to Denton. Denton down the right-hand side on his backhand, stuffed, still has it. Boyd's waiting for the pass there. Now he's going to go collect it. Bankert with a nice play, sends it deep. Boyd in pursuit. And there's Roman over to Sucic. Sucic picks it up along the boards. He's going to ring it around for Denton and then Bankert to pursue. Puck trickles out past the skate of Roman. She'll make a nice pass back to Sucic. Sucic looking for options. And it's just banged all the way down, but it's off the skate of Bankert, so no ice. Roman's going to try and break it out. Who's there? Don't forget, one of the things about rolling lines, it's kind of hard to remember sometimes if you're playing right or left wing. Boyd's at right, Denton's at left. That's Sucic working hard to get that puck up to Boyd, and does. Boyd, nice pass up to Denton, but it's bouncing and flops over his stick, doing its best impersonation of a slinky. Was the puck on that one? Off the back of the net. Monument trying to get their first real good chance, and Roman's going to get a check-in from behind call there. It's a dangerous play in hockey, but it's also a good way to draw a penalty. And if you're getting pressure from behind and you happen to fall forward, the refs are going to call that every time. Not saying that's what happened there, but they do want to make sure. We're waiting to see if this is a 2 and 10. Unfortunately, it is. So here comes Cruz January to serve the other 2 minutes of it. That's a little harsh in my book. I thought that this was certainly, physical play in the corner, but it wasn't a violent slamming of someone into the boards. It was not intent to injure. I don't think that deserves the misconduct, but I'm not the one making the calls. We do have 2 good referees here today. We got to trust their judgment. And that means Sawyer Roman, one of our top defenders, one of our best players, is going to spend the next 10 minutes of game time in the box. Cruz January will serve him 1 minute and 30-second penalty, and we will be without Sawyer Roman till into 3 minutes into the second period. So 7 minutes left in this first, and 1 minute and 30 power play for Monument. What can they make of it? Big save by Paris. Puck bounces wide. She didn't know where it was. And poked away by Bastien. He's got a short-handed attempt, and that's hooking. Of all the hookings I've ever seen, he looked like he was baling hay, but no call there. So play continues. Ryder sends it deep. Bastien got caught there on that breakaway and got his stick lifted. Big pass by Monument. Can it be handled there? And nice job sending that puck deep, and that one is offside. So 46 seconds left in the penalty. 6:18 left in the period. Wes Bastien thought he had a shorthanded breakaway. Denied there by Monument. 5-on-4 hockey for another 46 seconds. This is Weinreich, Garvey, Chopko, and Loden Coles, and that's off of the glove of Silas January, our backup goaltender today. Certainly capable of starting. He's been playing fantastic hockey. I think it's one of those things where you got to pick somebody to start the game. Flip a coin. And today it's Dory Parrish in goal, doing so far pretty well. Monument has not tested her much yet. Chopko still working hard for it against the boards. Playing the body there. Nice physical play in the corner. Killing time. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Cruz January can come out of that box anytime. In 4 seconds, 3. Here comes Monument with he should have taken that shot. Here's this centering. It's blocked. Lone in front. And here comes Bankert to make it 5-on-5. Bankert chips it up and out of the zone. And here's Garvey with the pressure, forcing him to turn. Bankert's there. Now Weinreich. Loden Coles off the boards. Garvey. Bankert. And here they go. 5 minutes play in the first. 2-0 Vale. Poked away by Weinreich. Weinreich centering. Garvey just left and wide. It was a bouncing shot. He didn't get all of it and went right over the goaltender. There's Loden Coles with a big shot. Rebound off the side of the net by Weinreich. Loden Coles has a big-time shot. Wouldn't want to get in the way of one of those. Nice pass there, just off the tip of the stick of Denton. Denton with good speed there, but Monument's coming away with it. There's Boyd, misses the poke check. Bankert helps out, and there's a shot on net. Let's break that puck out smoothly and cleanly. Backhands up to Boyd. Boyd with the shoulder tech, tries to chip and chase, keeps fighting, gets it ahead to Denton. Nicely played. Denton surrounded. Backed up by Boyd now. Boyd slams it ahead. Denton centering. Picked up nicely by Garvey. What's he going to do? Brings it around the boards to Denton now. Denton back to the point. Sucic. Denton. Boyd with it. Boyd misses the puck. He's looking up, trying to do what they coach, which is keeping your head up, but you got to have the puck too. Here's Garvey with it. Nice move there by Garvey. Spins, turns, gets it taken away, and out it comes past the skate of Gorbald, and Ryder is going to skate. He's got some space. Ryder in and out, gets the shot. It's deflected and up and over the net. And then Cruz, January, with a nice play to deny that breakout. Bouncing puck. Garvey with it. Garvey, what a play. Faked the stuff and then centered it, but couldn't quite connect to January for the shot attempt. Good back check by Garvey all the way across the rink to make that play. And I will tell you that coaches pay attention to back checking. There's an elbow to the head of Garvey by number 13, and Garvey reacts with a little bit of a slash, and that puck is all the way down. Icing. Hitting a little bit chippy out there in places.
Oh, you do? Where is that?
2:37 left in the first. Nolan Rosé back out there, number 8. Looks like he's playing left defense this time. There's Weinreich, gets it up. Sebastian couldn't quite keep it rolling. Now he does. He's going to try and get it to Bankert. Bankert's going to send it deep to Weinreich. All the way back to Nolan. Nolan with a shot that's wide, but is it tipped? No. Weinreich. They're calling that icing. Vale came out to a quick lead, but Monuments held strong since that time. Fast starts are always helpful. Give yourself that 2-goal padding, but still need to play sharp. Nolan Rosé sends it deep to Ryder Board. Puck's all the way out to Chopko at the red line. And here comes Monument on a 3-on-3. Taken away by Rosé. Nice almost pass up to Weinreich or Bankert, who knows? Whoops, Bankert. Weinreich gets sort of tripped accidentally. Ryder off the side of the skate. Haven't seen a lot of structure and puck control in the last few minutes from either team. Would like to see some more of that. Ryder got away with a little bit of a slash there, and that puck goes wide. Bastien with it now. Bastien, poke checked away. Shot high, gloved by Dory, and I'm glad she did. Sometimes when you catch a puck that's going over the net, it can flop out of your glove and into the net. Seen that happen this year on this team. That one she grabbed, get the face off. Got Bastien at center. You got Boyd at right. Denton at left. And then Sujic and Boyd on the pressure. Stay with it. Stay with it. Oh, man, you got to stay with it. Shot. Centering. And as hard as it may be to stay with it on those plays like that, Boyd's got to work a little harder. You can't give up on that play hoping your defense will do the work for you. You just have to go do it yourself. Here goes Denton. He's got Boyd with him. 2-on-0. Denton all alone. He sends it to Boyd, but it's past the net. Now, boy, and I will tell you, here's Loden with the shot, saved wide. 2-on-0s are not something that they don't practice. Every practice they do 2-on-0s. That should have been a goal. But Boyd and Denton couldn't finish. Bastien with it now. Sujic. And that's the end of the first. So a little bit of ugly, some bad, but mostly good for Vail here in the first. We'll see you in the second. All right, here we go for the second period. Martin Luther King Day and also PBN Day 2, post-Bo Nix. Those were the days. Remember when we had a quarterback without an ankle injury? All that news was breaking during one of our live streams. I didn't want to ruin it for people who were waiting to hear that news from elsewhere, but now we all know, the world knows, Bo Nix is out. Go Stiddy. And go Vail as that centering pass is picked up by Garvey there, and he's got Weinreich with him. Weinreich with the burst of speed down the left-hand side, pulls the puck back at the blue line, and that's offsides. That's another thing coaches teach you never to do. Get across that blue line before you make your move. So Boyd, Weinreich, Denton, all in the demerit category in the last 2 minutes. From making basic level mistakes. Of course they do. They're 12 for goodness sakes, or 11 in some cases. There's Weinreich. Gorbold up to Garvey. Garvey's having a real nice game. Weinreich battling for it now and putting it ahead. Here's January. He wins that puck. He's got it on his backhand, hits Weinreich. What a play, and then Weinreich tried to feed Garvey. Quick thinking there by all three offensemen. Now Gorbold's got to push him outside. Look at that long stick and stride by Gorbold. And he does what he needed to do, which is give Dory the angle. She makes the save. And that was probably Monument's best try so far. They're turning in the slot, getting the shot off. Got to step and poke check that puck away. Gorbold's going to try and send it deep, but he can't. Blocked by Monument. Centering pass cleared by Loden. No. Right to the point. And a little bit of sloppy play, but it's okay. Here comes Garvey. He's got Boyd this time. Boyd finishes. What a pass from Dylan Garvey to Boyd. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to go in. Goal number 3, scored by Alexander Boyd. I once told him he was named after Alexander the Great, and there's been times I've regretted that. He's feeling great about his hockey right now. Makes up for that 2-on-0 miss that he had with Denton. Scores at the 2-on-1 on a nice pass from Dylan Garvey. Garvey, I think, got that one from Bates Gorbald. We'll give him the second assist. What's up, little ones? We got a kindergarten class coming through or something right now. Very cute. Or maybe a child care class. And who knows? I hope they like hockey. Happy Martin Luther King Day, little ones. Okay, back to the game here. There's Boyd slamming it away, getting it up to Bankert. Bankert all alone down there as Bastien and Boyd collided. They're joining the play just now, but with a lot of speed comes Monument, and they get squeezed out. That's Roman or Rosé with really nice stick handling. Roman still in the box, by the way. She's serving out. 10 minutes is Boyd. He shoves it. What a pass from Bastien. That's a beautiful finish. He's got one ugly, one pretty. Boyd just buried that one in the upper left-hand corner with the snap of the wrist off a nice pass from Bastien, and it's 4-0. Told Boyd we had to hit the corners to score on this goaltender. Proved true on that one. As Vale taking a commanding 4-0 lead now in this final. 12 minutes left to play. Sawyer Roman, we think, is going to come out pretty soon. Next whistle, potentially. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll report that to you. Bastien with a shot. As we've seen a goalie change, the Rebels have a new goaltender. I'll tell you more about that in a minute as Rosé sends it over to Chopko. He's got Boyd, Bastien, and Bankert. The 3 Bs line, I like to call it. Even with this rotation, I've got some nicknames going for our lineups. We got our power line. We got our 3 Bs line. This is a 3 Bs line. Boyd skating with it there. Trying to win that puck over to Bankert. It's just in his skates, though, and so here they come the other way. This is Sucic. Oh, bouncing puck, turnover, all alone, and it's wide. Dory Parrish stepped up and gave him a lot to fear. Intimidated that player into missing the net. They like to give goalies credit sometimes for making the save even when the puck's not on net. There's Ryder playing physical, trying to win that puck. Cruz January on the back check. Chopko and Sucic on D here. Going wide. Shot, save. Ooh, that was a good shot to the 5-hole of Dory Parrish. He closed those barn doors just in time to keep the cattle from getting out into the yard. Or maybe keep the wolves out of the barn. That's a better metaphor, as that's an offsides. So Rebels have gone with a new goaltender. If you remember the shootout game, they put this goaltender in the shootout, and I was very, very impressed with his level of play. And we think this might be a AA goaltender for the Rebels, who is a backup during tournament play. So might be harder to score in the next little bit, but misses that one, does the goaltender. So who knows if my scouting report is 100% accurate based on that play alone. Who knows? Cole's the only one back. 2-on-1, and they can't convert. Here's a shot from the point. Glove tipped, rebound in. Parrish couldn't corral that glove shot. She closed the mitt around it, but it squirted up and out, fluttering puck. And we are going to have a goalie change for Vale as well. And that may be, just so you know, that may have nothing at all to do with goaltending. It might be that they decided to split. Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to read the lips of the coach at 200 yards. I think they were going to split this game anyway, and it's halfway through the second, and therefore It's just a goalie change that was planned anyhow. So 4-1, and Silas January's in net. Here's Gorbold on D with Cole's help. Bastien on the back check. Thank you, Wes. Look at that. That's what a back check looks like, everybody. Your center coming all the way back to help your D and make that poke check. Gives them the freedom to attack that attacker, knowing that they have the back checker as backup. So important to team defense. Good step there from Coles, but he loses his stick. Bastien again. Now Gorbold trying to get it up to Denton. No, he's going to skate with it. What's he going to do? Here goes Bates Gorbold. It's a 3-on-1. Gorbold all alone. Can't get the shot off. Gorbold now centering off the back of the net. Denton picks it up in the corner. Good at shielding the puck. It's knocked off the puck there. Loden steps up. Good thing Bankert's back covering for him. Now Bastien with yet another great back check. That's going to create an opportunity here for Denton. He's got 3 guys to beat, though. Sends it deep. Vale getting some fresh legs out. Much needed. Ryder. Garvey. Garvey now. There's still plenty of time in this game for a comeback. Monument's riding a surge right now as Rosé sends it up to Ryder. Nice pass over to Cruz. January sends it over to Ryder. Ryder somehow corrals it, but then loses it. Gets it back, and the shot from Garvey is high. Vale's got to get possession of that puck, work it around, maintain possession like they do when they're at their finest. This bouncing puck game is to the favor of Monument. They've got a great goaltender in now, we think. And so that 4-1 lead is not necessarily protected. Boy, what great stick handling from Dylan Garvey there, but he loses it on his way out of the zone. Now here comes Chopko out of the defensive position. He's all alone against 3. His buddies need to help him out. They look a little gassed. This is their 5th game of the weekend. There's Boyd with some pressure, but they'll fling it up all the way down, and Rosé will pick it up. No icing. Rosé with speed. Banking it up to Boyd. Boyd stops, turns, tries to get it to Bastien, but can't. Fanned on that, so Denton gets it. Denton deflected shot. And Vale hasn't put much pressure on this new goaltender yet. I think the Rebels can smell a comeback. Vale's going to have to step on the gas if they're going to hold on to this 3-goal lead. Rosé gets it up to Boyd, who just tips it ahead. Now he's skating hard. Would have loved to see him skate harder toward that pass. It's one of the things you learn at the Pee Wee level as that's offsides is just like a wide receiver in football, you can't wait for the ball to come to you. You have to skate hard toward it. And Sawyer Roman's back on the ice, everybody, on what we all felt was it wasn't the wrong call, but it was certainly too heavy of a punishment for the intent. And it's more just like a player falling forward than it was Roman slamming him with intent to injure. So great to see her back, and we need her presence now. Look how big she is, knocking someone over in front of the net just by standing there, right? So players go down around her all the time because she's a powerful skater. It's not just size, it's also balance. And then that draws penalties sometimes as Garvey takes it behind the net. Weinreich to help out. Ryder board gets beat. Now here they come, 2-on-2. It's Sucic and Roman. Good play there by Monument and an excellent save by Silas January. 5:30 to go in the second. And a couple of those Rebels can skate around our D, around the outside, and go for those power moves. Silas did the right thing, stepped up and gave him nothing. He's got a bad angle. That's an advantage for the goaltender. Here goes the Rebels. Stepped in is Roman, and it's up and out. So now Garvey with pressure. D-to-D pass. Garvey keeps it in. Weinreich ends up with it. He's going to spin, look back, give it to Sucic. Good pass in there. Over to Roman. Roman, shot, tipped wide. And that's what you like to see. The Vail needs to get back to its passing game. Here goes Ryder with it in the corner. Centering to Weinreich. Stopped. Good goaltending there. And just like that, Vail starts passing the puck around, moving the puck around, and all of a sudden, great scoring chances arrive. Weinreich's upset with himself, but it's a lot harder to score at point blank than you think when a big old goalie comes out there flaring their pads. This is Bankert, Boyd, and Bastine with Loden Coles and Bates Gorbold. Coles to Boyd. Boyd trying to fight to keep it, can't. Monument squeaking through our defensive structure. Here comes Gorbold. He's banking it up high, and it's out. Well, Bastine gets it. Can he keep it from being icing? Yes. Centering to Boyd. Oh, Boyd almost had a Hattie. Still fighting for the puck is Boyd. And I got to make sure, is there a hat I want to throw onto the ice? The answer is no, because that's a penalty in this league. Can't do that. Uh-oh, here come the Rebels. Blocked. Bastine. Now Boyd has it. Oh, it's just past. Boyd has it and just past Bastine. And again, Vail is laying off the gas. I'm sure they're tired. But also it has to be a little bit of overconfidence in how well they've played so far. That will not continue the rest of the game automatically. There's no rule in hockey that says your past performance will be duplicated in the second half. And I can just tell Vail is exhausted. They either need a shift or they need to step it up a little bit. I'm sure they're tired. Here comes Coles with it. And he can't get it around the Rebels. There's Boyd just trying to get it out, but it just goes to the D, which almost always creates a scoring chance. And it did there. Bastine tips it ahead, and they're all heading to the bench except for Bankert. Nope, they all go. They need fresh legs out there. Bastine's the only one who couldn't come off along with our defense. Rebels have an opportunity here to make it 4-2, and that makes this a game. Cleared up and out by Bastine, and Vail needs a shift. And they'll get it on an icing anyway. Got to revive the passing game, dig deep and hustle. We are only in the second period, 2:39 to play. The very talented Rebels team. Here comes Garvey with some pep in his step. Across the red line. Two defenders. Takes it wide. Wants to set it up. Weinreich's going to help him. Passes out of the zone. Chopko is out of position trying to stop a cherry picker. Here goes Chopko. Gets it across the red line. And Rebels take it the other way. Jose's the only one back. Shot is in. And we've got a game. Four to 2. These Rebels are not going to go away easy. There's lots of hockey left, and Vail is looking tired. The Rebels are not. Just digging for that puck along the boards. It's so exhausting. Monument won the puck, took it down, and shelved it to the upper right-hand corner past Silas January. There's Sawyer Roman. She's got some gas in the tank. Nice breakout pass there. Weinreich is going to accidentally ice it. Weinreich got a hold of that puck on the blue line and sort of lost control of it. just bounced it too far down the ice. Smart move here by the coaches, in my opinion. Short shifts. That's how you overcome tired legs. It's been a big weekend. Day 3 of lots of hockey. And here goes Boyd with some speed and energy on the forecheck. That's what we need to see. Force him to make errant passes. This will be an icing. So Boyd forces the icing there just with a little hustle. Can't hustle only when you feel like you have a scoring chance. That's a recipe for disaster. Minute 33 in the second. Bankert, Boyd, Denton, Sucic, and Roman. Sucic sends it deep. Off the glass, up and out. Here's Roman. She gets good pressure right away from the Rebels. Bankert tries to get it up to Boyd. Boyd can't get it past the Rebels. But the Rebels are just making everything hard. Boyd can't hang on to that. And there's a trip. I can't tell who it's on yet. They're talking. Who's it on? Penalty on the Rebels. Okay. Nope. Wait a minute. Okay. Rebels get the tripping call. 4-2 Vale with 1:02 left in the second. Minute 30 penalty here. Just a reminder, you know icing still counts at this level of hockey. So the Rebels can't just ice the puck. They bring it around the boards. You got Chopko out there. He's got Bates as his defensive partner. And then you got call it the power line out there of Weinreich, Garvey, and Bankert. There's Weinreich with it in the corner. Weinreich, Garvey's covered. Gets it up to Bates. Bates, big shot. It's off the mask of a Rebels player. Weinreich picks it up in the corner. Now to Bankert. Bankert to Weinreich. Weinreich takes it deep. Gets it off to Garvey. What a play there, but it's blocked by the defender. Nice play by Weinreich. Puck's out to Bankert. He's going to wheel with it around, looking for space. Centering, blocked, and sent down. Rolling puck for the icing. 13.5 seconds left in the period. 42 seconds on the penalty. Good puck movement. Vale could benefit from one here off the face-off. Weinreich. Bankert. Bankert's got some time to shoot. He does. Tip just wide. 6 seconds. Here's Garvey. He goes down. So Bates with a shot. But it's wide. And that'll do it for 2. Let's hope that brings some energy into the third period to start this with a power play. Ready. Okay, we're hoping for short shifts. We think that will help bring energy to this Vail team. It's 4-2, 28-second power play. It's going to be Bastien, Garvey, and Weinreich. Roman and Rizet back on D. Here's a shorthanded try from the Rebels. And 18 seconds left on this power play. Oh, and Weinreich can't hold on to it. Rebels have it. Big shot is far and wide. 6 seconds left of this power play. And here goes Bastien. He tries to get it over to Weinreich. Garvey's going to pick it up. Garvey around the outside, but he doesn't have help because they're already looking to get a change, which is good. We want quick shifts. Rizet to Roman. Roman to Garvey. No, they're not going for a quick shift. Here goes Roman. She's got some space. Backhands it up to Bastien. Bastien with a shot and a save by the Rebels goaltender, who has not been tested. As soon as that goalie change came. Oh, good luck. We'll see you there. My other son is leaving for his championship game at Edge Ice Arena in the Bantam B division. Okay, Bankert, Boyd, Denton. Boyd has it. Boyd shot, glove down, rebound covered. Boyd had the shot on like the puck was on its edge. Did a pretty good job putting it on net. See if we can replicate that. Bankert. And goes all the way down to Silas, and now Suchit's going to pick it up behind the net. Gets it up to Boyd. Boyd. Oh, the pass does connect with Bankert. What a play by Bankert to get that. Bankert turns. The backhanded pass to Denton would have been pretty sweet, but it didn't connect. Boyd, got to win those pucks. Use that energy to win it. It's one of his best abilities, Boyd, and he kind of called that one a draw. Here goes. Rebels put it on net again, and watch it. That puck almost got banged in there. Here goes Denton down the ice. He's got Boyd with him. It's over to Boyd. Boyd turns back to Denton. Denton gets hooked. That should be a penalty shot. Boyd wins it. And that was the only way they were going to stop Denton from scoring there. And I think it should be a penalty shot. And I'm laughing because I always think it should be a penalty shot. They never do that. They did it earlier, if you remember that game, because I think that game had already been forfeited. But that would have been a goal if not for the hooking play by the defender, so you can't fault him for that. Nice move by Denton. Denton to Boyd, Boyd to Denton. That's the kind of passing you want to see. Denton then took that puck and faked that goal. He got him to drop us going far side, and the defender knew hooking was the only way to stop that. So minute and 30 power play. Good exchange from Denton and Boyd. It's the kind of hockey, it's winning hockey. You need to keep that up. Here goes Ryder with a nice move down the ice. Ryder's out there with Garvey and Cruz January. There's Bates, Gorbold with it. Loden Coles is your other D. Oh, Garvey had a great idea there. You could tell. Gorbold, Ryder, tipped away. Can't force it. Coles is going to try and send it deep. And it squirts all the way out to Bates. Bates is going to skate it and then just send it deep. Forecheck from Garvey here and Ryder. They pinch off that rush and a bouncing puck. Boy, Bates always has. Those bouncing pucks are hard to stop for every goaltender. I love the way he shoots that puck sometimes from the bench or from the blue line as Bankert comes off the bench. Bates bangs it ahead. 10:50 now on the third to play. Vail with the 4-2 lead. Here comes Bankert. He's got some people to beat, and he's called offsides. Boy, I would need the instant replay on that. I wasn't paying close attention. I thought for sure that Weinreich was on sides there. If so, that would be the third time this tournament he's skated ahead of a rush. It's going to have to be on his mind from here on out. Wait till the puck crosses. 4-2 Vail, 12 seconds in this power play. And that's a tripping on Weinreich. So 4-on-4 for 8 seconds, and then there will be a minute and 22 of a power play for the Rebels. Bankert, Bastien, Roman, and Suchits out there. 4-on-4 for the moment. Bankert working hard to win it. Choo! Rebels get a shot wide. That was a close one. Here goes Bastien. Oh, and now it's 5-on-4. He had somebody, player, pop out of the box and surprise him there. Nice play there by Roman. Bastien on the forecheck. Trying to take it away. Bankert helping out. He's got it. He's still got it. He's just going to kill some time. Poked away. Roman to Sucic. Great penalty kill. Sucic gets it across the line and sends it deep. Still 50 seconds to go. Bastien trying to slow him down here. Yes, Bankert pokes it away. This is clinical power play kill, penalty kill. And that's going to be tripping again. Bankert has put his stick forward to make the poke check. And the player went down quite easily. And I would say typically that kind of a play would not be called a tripping, but in the rule book you can call it that. So 33 seconds of 5-on-3. They've pulled their goalie. It's 6-on-3. I don't know if Vail realizes that they've got an empty net. Shot is saved by Silas January. "13 more seconds of 6-on-3. Roman, Loden Coles, and Garvey. Loden. Rebels send it back to the point. Deflected. In the feet. Cleared to the corner by Roman. Weinreich joining the fray. 6-on-4. Roman digging for it, trying to get it up and out, down the ice if they can. Rebels trying to work it around. Centering pass picked up by Weinreich, sent to the point. Backdoor pass blocked nicely by Roman. That was a defensive play. Is the reason why he missed that. 21 more seconds of chaos before this is over. They get it out of the zone. Garvey's on the forecheck. Bankert's awaiting freedom. Here come the Rebels. Shot wide. A good shot too. And it'll ring all the way around the boards. Can we get Bankert out there? 2, 1. Here we go. 5-on-5 hockey. Boyd has it. There's still no one in the net. Weinreich bouncing puck. Bankert over to Weinreich to Boyd. Saved by the defender. There's no goaltender in net. The puck comes loose all the way to the neutral zone. Loden Coles gets taken down, and that'll be a penalty. It's the right call. Loden was making a spin, and he would have controlled the puck if he had not been clipped off of it by a body check. And so because that is an impactful play, that's the right call in my estimation. 4-2 now. Lots of chaos, lots of excitement. Coles is still down, but I think he's going to be all right. He's stepping up. Such a good defender as Coles. Does not go down easy. He got sideswiped there. What's the most exciting? Like 2 minutes that we've had in like 3 years in youth hockey. It was kind of fun. Like they pulled their goalie. That's a wild move, dude. I know, it's kind of exciting. Just giving my friend an update, saying that's one of the most exciting 2 minutes of hockey we've had with this squad all year. the Monument coach pulling the goalie on the 5-on-3 to make it a 6-on-3. It's exciting stuff. So Vail's now just figured out where the faceoff is. They're going to go join their Monument counterparts down there. That's Bastien taking the faceoff. He's got Weinreich out there and Boyd. Haven't seen that matchup much. And then Bates and Rizet out there. Oh, Bates makes a dangerous play, but does end up in his favor. Here comes Bastien with it. Bastien working around the outside, trying to hit Boyd at the back door. Good defensive play there by Monument to stop that play. This is a power play unit. There's Boyd on the back check. Boyd trying to win it. Gosh, just puck won't not behave. Weinreich gets a nice pass over to Boyd. Boyd banks it up and deep for Bastien. And hopefully they can set up a real power play here. Here's Weinreich with it in the corner. Weinreich up to Boyd. Boyd looking to get it over to Chopko. Chopko and Rizet are your defenders now. Boyd, Weinreich, and Bastien. Not a lot of hard skating, not a lot of hustle. Bastien slams it away. Puck is up and out to Boyd. Now Chopko. Whoa, that was strange. Too many men. Too many men on Monument. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 14 seconds. Our player was coming up the ice. Their player jumped out in front of him off the bench. Bam, impacted the play. And the Rebels now have 2 players in the box. And the question is, will TJ Rizet pull the goalie? The answer is no. And the shot is wide. That would have been fun. Talk about a wild maneuver. 8 seconds left in this 5-on-3. It's out to Bankert. Bankert off the post. Boy, you can hear that up here ringing like a bell. Here goes Monument with a shorthanded try. It's 5-on-4 now. Chopko says no to that one. Bankert, Denton, and Ryder are out there on offense. Rizet now back. It's somehow a 2-on-2 as Chopko steps up. Ryder makes the back check. And the word of the period is hustle. 6 minutes to play. You need to skate hard. Here comes Bankert. It's a 2-on-1. Bankert around the outside. Turns, shoots. Saved by the stick of the goaltender. I thought that one was going in. Through the skates of the Rizet. They'll regroup. 40 seconds left in a 5-on-4. Chopko loses his footing and then sends it all the way down for icing. "35 seconds left in the power play, and I would say both teams look tired, but Vail looks a little more tired as Weinreich takes the face off. He's going to win it back to Sucic. Sucic with a nice cutback. Up to Cruz January. Cruz. Now Sucic goes down. See, that's the kind of thing that's been happening. I think kids are just a little fatigued. A nice forecheck there from Garvey. Garvey gets a hold of it. Garvey, shot, rebound from Weinreich. Almost went in. Roman, big shot save. Pad save there on Roman's shot. A couple of nice chances there for Vail. And that'll do it for the penalty. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Roman makes a great stick poke check there. Garvey somehow comes away with it, and Weinreich again offsides. Gotta wait for that puck to enter the zone before you go into the zone. You get eager and excited. You want to get in there, be part of that play, but you gotta wait for that puck to cross first. This is the 3Bs line. Bankert, Bastien, and Boyd. You got Roman and Sucic back there. Sucic sends him outside. What a nice poke check from Sucic. Boyd trying to finish the play, can't. Boyd loses his stick. Almost never happens. Oh, and that's a checking from behind. Wow, that one not called was close. Yeah, He didn't think that one was necessary, and it did have a little angle on it, but still got away with one there, I'll admit. Here comes Banker. Good hustle there. That's what we need. Here he goes down the ice. That's an empty net, by the way. He gets taken down, and you got to call that one. I didn't realize it was an empty net because I was looking at that near penalty there. My son Alex calling for a penalty shot. He gets that from me. We just like penalty shots in my family. What can I say? Most exciting play in the game of hockey is the penalty shot, and because it's an open net, will we get our wishes? We may. The goaltender's back in net. Everyone's talking. There's a lot of conversation. 5. Why is he's saying 5 and 5? Why? Confusion reigning here in Magnus Arena. The entire Rebels bench is on the ice meeting timeout. And then Boyd is going to the penalty box. Why? What'd you do? Got Boyd on a trip. He's laughing. Says, I didn't do it. Although I try and be an objective dad, I do watch my son a little more closely, I admit, than other players. I try not to. I didn't see him trip anybody. I don't know if – I didn't even really actually even see a tripping. So that's why he was saying 5-on-5 hockey. Boyd's in the box. And no, that's a timeout and then a face-off down there at the dot. So 4:15 to play. This game's still in hand, or still close. That was I'd almost have to go back. I'm gonna go back on the tape and watch this later and see what that was about. I wonder if he got the wrong kid, or if there even was a tripping, or because it was Bankert was on his way to score and absolutely got taken down because it was an open net. And so that's what we were all looking at. And I'm wondering, where was the other trip? I don't understand. But yeah, maybe it was behind the play or something. Who knows? I doubt it, but whatever. 5-on-5. Hold on. We're still talking. He's saying take him off. He's saying take him off, and the reason is because neither kid comes out until after 1:30 has passed, and then the next whistle they can come out. So it's kind of a bummer for Alex because I don't think he tripped on anybody, and now he's going to miss more hockey because it's not even a normal 1:30. There's a good shot, tipped down. Weinreich has it in front. Backhander stopped. And then Chopko, and then Garvey. Well, that was a good try. They haven't put one in on this white padded goalie yet. It'd be kind of neat to see that. They had a couple good tries, and Garvey's going to now give it a shot over to Ryder. The one time that Denton was going to score on him, they just took him out. Bankert had a goal opportunity on an empty net, and they just took him out. So, that's not a bad strategy. Can't blame him for it. Nice chop save there by Garvey. He's going to go around the outside. Garvey with time. What's he doing with it? He's looking. Feeds Bates. Bates flings it down to Weinreich. Weinreich fans on it. Puck's coming up and out. There's Bates again. Sends it in. Here comes Rebels on one of those big rushes, and Bankert says, anything you can do, I can do better, buddy. Stops him in his tracks. Centering blocked by January, but it's just passed to the point. Shot. Rebound. Covered up nicely Boy, just in time covered up by Silas January. Under 3 minutes to play. This one's not done. Boyd is free. Freedom on Martin Luther King Day, something we can all celebrate. Free at last. Bankert at center. Shot through the legs of our defender and on to Silas January, and I'm fine with that icing call there. Goalie's pulled, I should mention, for Monument. This is going to be 6-on-5 hockey. Bankert, Bastien, Denton. Loden, Coles, and Roman on D. Silas January in net. Bankert in the skates of the ref. Bouncing puck. West Bastien puts it up and out of the zone. Rebels trying to regroup. They can't afford to give up possession. Bankert sends it down nice and slow to avoid the icing. Perfectly done. 2:17 left to play. Good pressure from Denton there. Great strategy here. One chaser, two hanging back. And that works out pretty well as they break up the play. And Denton gets back in time to be part of that defensive play. Nicely done. Roman can't quite get to that puck. She gets it up and out. It's on net. It's heading there. And it's just wide. Are you not entertained? It's a good Monument team. It's been fun playing them this week. They've given us a good challenge. Never letting us rest easy. Fantastic goaltending. Good defenders. Bowman sends it up, and Garvey can't help. There's Weinreich with it. He gets it over to Boyd. Boyd banks it up and out. And Weinreich's got it. Empty net. Sends it in. So there goes Weinreich getting himself on the board. With those fast skates, lots of speed. Off the banking assist from Boyd. I think every player out there was a part of that stop. And, whoa, it's still 6-on-5. Okay, here we go. Still 6-on-5 hockey. Coles. And Boyd can get a hat trick here. Let's keep that in mind. Coles to Garvey. Garvey sends it deep. They got no goaltender. Boyd picks it up. He's going to try and bank it over to Weinreich. Does. Then he picks it up. Nope. Working hard to get that puck, but it comes all the way out to Roman. Roman, and that's offsides. Minute 7, and fresh legs are coming out. Everybody gets a chance to score on this empty net. Why not? Monument fighting hard to the very end here with their 6 players, 6 skaters. The coach is saying that was intentional. They had 3 guys in the zone, and he's saying, I know, that's why it's a center faceoff. There's different kinds of intentional icing or intentional offsides. Here comes Monument. Ooh, off the side of the net there. Good shot by that young player from the Rebels. Shots are very much in favor of Vail, though, as is the scoreboard. I think the champion is going to become clear here in 45 seconds. High and wide is that shot. Cruz January out there with Bankert and Rizet, Suchits, Ryder, going to finish off this great tournament for us here. Been such a great weekend of hockey. Bankert trying to put pressure on for one more. Look at him go. He still gets it. Working hard to the very end is Bankert. That is characteristic of him. He's one of the few guys consistently always skating hard, working hard. I almost never see that change. Punched out of the zone. 5 seconds to play. The bench is getting excited, and that is it. The Mountaineers are your 2026 Denver Pioneer Classic champions. Hats off to Monument for a great game. Great goaltending from Dory and Silas all weekend. Fantastic stuff. Award ceremony to follow. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to sign off. I don't know if you want to mute it or not, but
I'll mute it.